NASCAR's Daytona 500 begins tomorrow.
All right, let's take you outside. Dave Stahl is out on our patio with, I guess, a NASCAR out there. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, you guys. How are you doing? Well, it is a NASCAR, so to speak, but it's really a sportsman's car. And I really, really want to thank Dave Arcee at Arcee Engines for bringing me his car. And no, he doesn't want any more business. He's got more engines to build that he can shake a stick because he is the man. But let's talk a little bit about NASCAR. You know, a lot of people don't think about it because San Diego's not really, we don't have any big racetracks. The closest one is Fontana. And so consequently, this weekend is going to be pretty exciting if you are a motorsport fan. And even if you're not, it's an interesting sport to watch. A lot of changes over the years that NASCAR started off with. Now they've got three series within a race where you actually can take a break, you can gain points. And you've all heard Jimmy Johnson. Well, a lot of drivers have swapped. Okay, Jimmy Johnson's retired. Alex Bowman took his place. Those are big shoes to fill. He qualifies on the pole this Sunday. That's huge. And then you got Bubba Wallace, you know, the only African-American NASCAR driver that's really doing quite well. He goes with Jordan and Denny Hamlin, and he's doing quite well. Number 23 if you want to watch him. Eric Jones is now riding in the Petty car. If anybody knows Richard Petty, he's the king. Chris Bell has moved over to the 20 car. Kyle Larson, who got in all kinds of trouble last year, was banned for a whole year. He came back, and now he's with the Hendrick team, driving the number 5 car. Ironic, this is number 5. There's a little bit of a mystique with that car. Mr. Hendrick's son died in an airplane accident, and he drove number 5. That car never has had any luck since that accident. So we'll see how Kyle works out. And we can go on and on. There were 2 what we call qualifying races yesterday, and 4 people were not allowed to go to the big race if they didn't qualify or run well. People to watch for. Hailie Deegan. Oh my God. She is one of the only women right now that's in the big show. And this girl could drive. She was in the truck series. That's what she runs in right now. She's not going to be at the Daytona 500. She ran last night, ran in the top 10, got into a little bit of an accident towards the end, so she did not completely qualify. But it is going to be a great spectacle. And I have to tell you, they have a major prayer before the race, and they play the national anthem. They are so patriotic, I can't even begin to tell you. So you won't see any controversy at all in the Daytona 500. And it's a long race, I'm going to tell you right now. There's a lot of strategy involved. And the guys that actually commentate, you know, the McReynolds and Boyer, who used to drive, they'll give you a good backdrop. Jeff Gordon, champion, he's also going to give you the backdrop as far as the racing goes too. So it's really a fun Sunday afternoon. Get your families together, get your jerseys on. It's just like football, except it's racing. And you all say, okay, well, they're only going around in circles. Well, almost 200 miles an hour. You try to put 40 cars on a track and go 200 miles an hour for 3, 4, 5 hours. It's not easy. It's really very, very difficult. Wind plays a big part in it. Mechanical components play a big part in it. Tire degradation and wear play a big part in it. And then there's a driver in the car. And he's got a guy that's going to be on top of the building telling him whether to go left, right, accelerate, decelerate. It's really more complex than you would possibly imagine. But it's the most fun, and it's just about as family as you're going to get, because families after families after families have gone through this sport. So mark your calendar, go get your hot dogs and popcorn, and sit back and enjoy the Daytona 500. And yes, fans will be there. Not all of them, but a bunch of them.
That sounds awesome. You know what's great? You go back and historically,
yeah,
the races were so good, but now with all of the camera angles and you hear the transmissions from the guy you were just talking about, the guy up top talking to him, it really puts you in the cockpit with the driver. It's so cool.
Absolutely.
Makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All
right, Dave,
Thanks,
thank
Dave.
you so much for that explanation.
Our pleasure.
Look forward to watching the Daytona 500 tomorrow.